No, we gon' keep it cool like this. I understand you got a man and all. You don't need a second boyfriend. You just need a side nigga to get that right. Look, you ain't gotta treat me like the man. It's
So what it is, it's your homeboy Khleo Thomas, aka Mr. Slick Living, aka Mr. 5 on it. Headed up to the beat on the buzz with Miss Honeybee. Can't wait to see Miss Honeybee.
We do his thing, so you wanna do your thing too. We got a room, SLS, don't nobody know though. Follow each other.
Hey, what's up? It's The Buzz with DJ Honeybee. We have the most fabulous, handsome Khleo Thomas in the building. Hello.
How you doing, love?
I'm doing pretty good. So tell us a little bit about Slick Living. You represent.
Slick Living is me, man. It's a lifestyle. It's how we getting down out here in the world right now. Being able to do exactly what you set out to do and not hearing no. That's exactly what Slick Living is about, man. And I'm glad that a lot of people have identified with my brand.
So what kind of made you get into like the clothing industry? Because I know you were doing acting and you're also an artist. So what made you get into that?
Wanting to put out merchandise for the fans. That's what it really was. And my third mixtape was called Slick Living, and I realized that it started taking on an entity of its own. So I said, all right, cool. So let's make a T-shirt and see what happens. Yeah. And it worked. And I was like, all right, let's make a snapback, see what happens, and it worked. Yeah. So now we're expanding on it. I'm gonna end up working with a couple new designers to create a lot of different new items. I want to do like hoodies with the zippers, and I want to make leggings for the girls. So it's gonna be fun.
Like it's twerking the leggings.
You know exactly where I'm going with this. Exactly.
I feel you. So do you have any of your clothing items in stores now? Or
nah, it's strictly just online, strictly at the SlickLivingApparel.com website. But this year I'm looking forward to expanding and putting in a couple of different stores.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I know you started off, being hoes and acting and stuff. How did you get out of that whole zero image?
Man, it's crazy to see that, 11 years down the line, Zero is still such a big, like that's a legend within itself. Like I look at that character, it was a blessing to be able to, that'd be my first breakout role. Right. And, 11 years down the line for people to still be so attached to that character lets me know I did a great job 11 years ago. Yeah. But it's something that I've never ran from. Like I've been able to do more things in my career that allowed people to see that, I wasn't just a one thing. Like Zero just didn't just like take over my entire life and I couldn't do anything else after that. Yeah. I got a chance to do Roll Bounce, got a chance to do Walking Tall with The Rock and Dirty with Cuban Gooding Jr. And Badass with Marvin Van Peebles. And then, went on to do Scream Tour alongside Bow Wow, and then tour with Sean Kingston and Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube and Chris. So the Zero thing it's a blessing. I see it as a blessing. Like, I don't see it like as a curse or nothing like that.
Didn't you do the main song for Hoes?
Yeah.
You did. So how was that like?
That was good. That was cool, man. I wrote the theme song for Hoes at the age of 13. So
were you singing?
Yeah, singing and I wrote some people's verses and it was fun. Yeah. It was fun, like a lot of people try to say like, oh, now he wants to just do music, but no, music has always been there. Like if you Holes was the first, like I did Friday After Next before I did Holes, and Holes was the first breakout film, yes, and I came onto the scene luckily with both being able to act and do music, so it was great. Yeah.
That's awesome. So right now, what you doing the whole rapping scene, and you just went on tour. You did some stuff with Chris Basson, and I know you're going at Belasco and doing your thing and performing there. What is like your, some people have like their lucky socks or lucky T-shirt. What do you feel like is Khleo Thomas thing that he has to have?
That I have to have. What is it I have to have before I hit the stage? Yeah. Probably a Monster, just a Monster.
Really?
Yeah, I just need a Monster energy drink and I'm good.
Not a shot. You just straight Monster.
Just straight Monster. Because I've been drinking them a long time. Yeah. So they don't give me energy anymore. I just enjoy the taste. Like if we have time, like usually we show up to the places and then it's like, all right, let's run. Let's go right to the stage. Because I get anxious. Like I don't get nervous. I'd be like, are we here? Like, can we just take me to the stage? Let's go. Yeah. But if I have time, man, I like to vibe out, play some old school music and chill out.
Yeah. I saw you perform at BET Experience. What was that? Was that your first time?
That was my first year at the BET Experience. Yeah, man. It was a blessing. I enjoyed it. A lot of people came out. That's what I felt that opportunity was to show that, BET plays Roll Bounce and they play my other movie Hurricane Season. But it was great to be able to finally be seen as the artist that I've been doing music for so long, and I got the opportunity to perform at the Coca-Cola World of Oz stage. Wow. Shout out to Big Mike Rao for setting that up, and it was a hell of a show.
You being so successful, who was your mentor throughout your life?
My mentor, You know, I don't come from a family of entertainers. I don't come from anything like that. I just know I told my mother what I wanted to do at a young age.
Yeah.
And you know, we learned as we went, got the opportunities, and made the best out of the situations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if on the acting side, you know, there wasn't really someone, you know, putting their hand over me, telling me like, yo, you should do this, you should aim for this role, anything like that. It was just you know, me understanding that I wanted to act and I wanted to portray characters, and I got the opportunity to do it. And then on the music side, you know, after Roll Bounce happened, Bow Wow took me under his wing, took me on Scream Tour with him, and you know, he's been someone I can call whenever for any advice.
Yeah.
You know, so Bow's definitely a big influence, and you know, for information. You know, we shot a vlog, and he kind of like put it all out there. Like he told everything. Like he just put from the beginning to the end, or you know, to this point, what he's been doing behind the scenes, and it was just really just helping me when I needed him.
I have a thing I do every interview.
Okay.
So I have like 1 minute. I'm just gonna ask you a whole bunch of questions, and you have to answer them really fast. Are you ready?
Let's
Are you
go.
sure?
Easy.
All right. Okay. Ready, set, red or blue?
Red.
And then favorite sport?
Basketball.
Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
Have you ever been in love?
Once.
Favorite number?
22.
Thongs or boy shorts?
Thongs. I need to see the cheekage.
Who's your most favorite celeb you worked with?
Ooh, Forrest Whitaker.
Who's the most famous celeb you hooked up with?
Me and Big Sean only don't have something in common. No, I ain't got nothing.
Okay, personality or looks?
Ooh, damn. I'm past the look stage. Personality.
All right. Have you farted on stage before?
Nah, but I've been sick on stage before, and it was
Yeah.
close. Oh my God, Baltimore was like that.
Yeah,
I was
okay.
done. Yeah.
Smash or pass? Ariana Grande.
Smash.
Rita Ora.
Pass.
Beyonce.
For the sake of my career, I'm gonna say pass. For Jay, you know,
Beyonce?
I'm passing. I don't need that situation.
All right, so question for the ladies. Are you single?
Yes.
So what does a female need to do to get close to Khleo Thomas? What are the qualities that you expect from a female?
Man, an understanding mind state. That's it. That's really all it is. Just an understanding. I'm very selfish with my time. That's I feel like the reason that's why I've been successful at this age and why I want to continue to do what I do. I'm selfish with my time. I don't want to do much.
Yeah.
If I'm not in the studio or at the office or home taking care of what I need to take care of next, ain't much I'd rather be doing.
So I know you have 2 hit singles that have been going crazy on Twitter, Instagram. All ladies love them. What's your new project coming out? I know you said you had a new single coming out.
Yeah, new single, Don't Catch Feelings, aka Side Hitter. You know, that's catching online virally. You know, before that, 5 On It was the record that I put out, and it caught online and went, and a lot of people loved it. So now I'm back in the studio creating the full project to follow up these 2 great singles, and you know, the Side Hitter music video's coming soon. So yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Do you have a mixtape or an album that's gonna be?
I think that's what this next project's gonna end up being. I think it's gonna finally be the album.
Okay.
You know, people have been following my career and my music side since I was the very first mixtape, which is The World is a Cartoon. I haven't had a chance to put together an album yet. Did singles, did mixtapes, but I want to put together an album now. So the fans are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a hell of a ride.
Yeah. Any artists that you could, tell us that are gonna be on the?
Definitely. I'm gonna have Chris Batson on the project. I have to. I'm gonna have an artist named Sean Rocks on the project. There may be a Bow Wow feature somewhere in there. There may be a Soulja Boy feature somewhere in there. There may be a Sean Kingston feature somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Shout out to the homie AV. There may be a thing with him in there. Yeah. I'm like when I'm gonna end up like doing so many records, and then so I'm gonna have to narrow them down.
Yeah.
Because so many people have been trying to work and are ready to work, and I see like I don't want to work with anyone unless I see the true grind in them. Yeah.
So what has been your favorite venue? I know you've been all over LA. So what's your favorite venue that you performed at?
Here in LA?
Or just in general?
Oh, in general?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta be honest. Seeing Madison Square Garden sold out 2 nights in a row was a hell of an experience. You know, coming from LA, and only hearing of Madison Square Garden, only seeing it when the Knicks used to play. You know, that was a hell of an experience to be alongside Bow as a headliner of the Scream tour, and see Madison Square Garden sold out 2 nights in a row was a hell of an experience.
I could only imagine.
Yeah.
So there's so many people who are trying to be rappers, artists, R&B and stuff like that. How do you see yourself in the music industry right now? And how do you see the industry going in the right direction, or what do you feel like?
I think it's great that everyone has their ability to finally do what they want. You can do it on your own. You don't need much out here in this world. Like at this point, you can get any information you want. You can learn how to do something from YouTube and be at your house and create all the music you want to. You know, and for me, fitting in it, you know, at this point, you know, I think people try to you know, put a barrier in front of me because it's like, oh, well, he comes from the acting world. And then now it's like, it's kind of like a handicap for me because like they see performances like the BET one at the BET Experience, and they're like, well, all these people are here only probably because they know him from the films. Yeah. And then the music drops and they know every single lyric. So it kind of bites people in the ass. They're like, well, how come we never heard, but all these people know? Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I think it's fine. It feels great to finally be able to be taken, I don't want to say serious, but just to be looked at as an artist as well. You know, I've been doing this a very long time. I take it seriously. This isn't just something I'm like, I'm gonna do it on the side. Like, no, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy jumping on that stage and wilding out and dropping great music. And I think people are finally ready for Khleo to take this step into that light.
Yeah. So do you feel like you're gonna focus mainly on rapping right now, or are you gonna still do acting?
I've been able to do both continuously. I feel like, you know, I finished up Bones and Sons of Anarchy like while recording my third mixtape, and then I have a new film called Victor coming out in October. So I've been able to continuously do both, and I think that's how it's always going to be. I don't ever want to really choose.
Is there like a certain move you had to do on stage? You know, people be hitting the nay-nay and all the other stuff.
Is there a certain move?
Yeah, it's like Kleo's move on stage that gets you going.
My crew tells me that like when the song drops and it's time for me to run out, because I run like fast as I'm on stage. Like it's just like when it's time to go, that's it. And then there's a move my people always tell me like, yo, when you come out, you end up jogging halfway across the stage on one leg. I don't realize I'm doing it, but apparently I hop from like the middle of the stage all the way to the other side of the stage like on one leg. I'm like, I don't do that. And then I see the playback from my videographer, and I'm like, damn, I do that. Yeah.
So where should we expect you in 5 years? Being some big,
5 years
amazing,
from now?
Yeah.
You gonna see Khleo the Businessman will be I think the top title.
Top title.
That'll be the top title.
Like
over
a Diddy
everything. Businessman, or what would you say?
Man,
if you can live in this world and strive to be Diddy, man, that guy has done everything. You know, and I think that is that's what I am aiming for, to be the best businessman possible. Like, I understand, I've been in this industry since I was 5 years old, so I've literally grown up in it. My parents did a great job of not, you know, keeping me so like, oh, well, if you're gonna do this, then just stay in there. They let me still see the real world. I still got to play basketball at the same places and had the same friends. They didn't just like single me out. So, you know, growing up in the industry and then seeing the real world at the same time, I'm aware of both.
Yeah.
So I have feelings for both sides. So I'm aware of what my brand is worth and what Khleo Thomas can be worth in the future. I just got to build it.
So to wrap up the interview, what's one thing you can give? Like, what's one advice you can give for the youth and people your age who are trying to be successful in life?
Don't let people like, I know it's a cliche to say like, don't let someone tell you can't do it.
Yeah.
But really, in this day and age that we live in, there's nothing you cannot do. There's no information that's, you know, not out there for you to learn and for you to get to the next step in life and the next level of, you know, your plans. Go out and set out to do what you want to do. Attack it and make sure that happens for you, just so make sure your goals get accomplished at the end of the day. That's all I can really say.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Khleo, for coming to the studio today.
Thank you for having me, love.